Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the new filming location. I am not 100% convinced about this spot for filming the makeup videos. I don't know, I just can't tell if it's gonna work or not. I don't know. I think the daylight looks fine. We're just gonna have to deal with today's lighting not being the best just because I have no idea like where to put things. Like I'm just so confused about this new setup and I feel like I need something here. Like it's very plain and I can't put you guys here because the desk is so like narrow. Oh girl, anyways, it's gonna have to be something that I play around with, but not today. It's fine. So I'm actually getting ready for my brother's fiance's bridal shower and I'm part of the bridal party and it's happening at my house. It's garden theme. I'm wearing the cutest dress. What is on my face? I'm just shaving my brows right now though because they're overgrown, girl. Anyway, so today's video, I actually had a certain topic I wanted to talk about. It kind of came to me, I think Tuesday or Thursday this week, because I kind of just had someone, okay, so whenever someone like says, I feel like misunderstands the way I talk, I feel like, okay, let's just give you a little backstory. So much in my life, I feel like the way I do things has been misunderstood by people, like my intentions and stuff. And I feel like I have a certain way of like talking and acting that might, if some people aren't used to that vibe, it might confuse them or they might not like it. So I've grown up around 3 brothers my whole life. I've got no sisters. And a lot of the male figures in my life are like the typical like wog, some macho vibe kind of men. And so for me, that's been like what I've kind of seeing the way they act, especially from my dad. I feel like I've picked up a lot of the way my dad acts in that kind of macho, don't fucking do this, I'm gonna fucking call someone way. So it's kind of made me be like that, right? And I feel like something that I've always kind of experienced. Oh, you're talking about the hell. This is talking about like being a girl, girlhood, femininity, what it means to be feminine, whatever the fuck. Like we're just going to talk all about stuff that I think about in terms of that stuff, okay? So, and this is just my own experience. I'm not telling anyone how to feel or what it is to be feminine. I'm just saying like what my experience is because I feel like maybe other people might relate. The reason I feel like people might relate as well is because I saw a TikTok, Instagram reel that was like, does anyone else feel like they're just like a fake girl or they're just always trying really hard to be a girl and like they're not as much of a girl as other girls? And I agree so much. I literally wrote a comment saying like, I've always, like every now and again, like I feel like, damn, am I even a fucking real girl? And like I thought of this analogy, like if someone was like, oh, Annalise just one of those fucking basic girls, or Annalise is just one of those girls who, I would like be happy for someone to say that because they would be grouping me with other girls and like that means they're like seeing me as a girl that's like other girls. Do you know what I mean? And I don't see anything wrong with that. Like it just makes me feel like, oh my god, so I am a girl. Like because sometimes, and I've even said to my boyfriend, sometimes I feel like I'm not a girl. Like I feel like I'm a fucking alien that's trying to be a girl and like other girls are just more girls than me, because I also feel like I like so many girl things. So it's like someone commented like, oh, you know, it might be because of the gender roles, maybe you don't fit specific gender norms or gender roles and that's why I feel like that. But I don't agree. Like that's not how I felt. I feel like I do fit a lot of the gender norms of being a girl. Like I like the color pink and I like girly things and I like shopping and whatever, like some other feeling inside me, right? Anyway, so going back to what I was saying, I feel like sometimes I'm misunderstood because I'm quite boisterous and intense and sometimes that comes across as a certain type of way. People don't like when girls are like that and other girls don't like when girls are like that because maybe they're not used to it. Like you can already tell there's different types of girls. Like if you even just look at influencer girls, there's like different types. Like there's the types where they're like, I don't even want to name drop influencers, but I feel like I use such a good example of like different types of influencer girls. There's like people like me, Sophia CG, like we're kind of in our own group of like these kind of more wog talking kind of girls, but like you know what I mean. And then there's a type where it's like the other influencer like Jasmine from Molly, like I would put them in their own category, like Cairo, like they're like these girls, like I don't know how to explain it. And even then I feel like I'm in like a different, like I'm in a different category, right? So that just gives you kind of an idea of what I'm talking about. I feel like sometimes, and I'm not talking about Sophia, I feel like when you have that personality where you're a bit more loud and you know you're passionate and you get your point across, people can take it negatively and say that like you're too much, or the way, like I've had someone say that the way I talk is, I can't remember what they said, it was them like just saying that the way I talk was like sound like I was being self-obsessive, or I don't know. That's what I'm talking about here. So I feel like I've been misunderstood, and sometimes it really frustrates me. So like I feel like the other day someone said like the way I said something was like too harsh, and like I could have said it with kinder words, but it's just because I was swearing when I was saying it, but I wasn't even being like actually mean, and it's just because I swear because that's how I talk. And it just made me feel frustrated because I'm like, I feel like this person is taking me as an aggressive person when I'm actually not like that at all. And I don't think I'm a mean person. I've never really been categorized as mean, you know, like, so it's like, except for that one time that girl was like, she was really mean in high school, but I never fucking talked to her in my life, and she was 4 year levels below me. I didn't even know who she was. She only came to our school for 2 terms. What the fuck? Anyways, comment on my dad's video as well, which is just like, why are you commenting on my dad? Anyway. Also, the thing is, I don't think, like, I've always said this, don't be mean to people, but if people are mean to you, go 10 times harder. And I know that's not a really good, but you should be like, if someone's mean to you, just like, you know, be nice. But I feel like as well, like, people think that girls are mean, but sometimes girls are just defending themselves. Sometimes we're just defending ourselves. Like, if someone is rude to me on TikTok or something, I can't fucking say all the shit I want to say back to them because I know that it's not a good look for me. But like, at the end of the day, girls should be allowed to defend themselves if someone is like bullying them, harassing them, saying mean things in their comments, because they're saying it at them. It's not just nothing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. So that person misunderstanding me just made me feel like, oh my god, I'm so sick of the way I am being misunderstood, because maybe other people aren't the same type of girl that I am, and that's like okay. But some girls, for example, like I've always struggled, I feel like be getting ready at the same time. I have found to be friends with girls who only have sisters. And maybe is that like a freaking internalized misogyny thing? I don't know, because I'm not selectively doing that. It just always happens. And I made a TikTok about it, and other people agreed with me. Like, when a girl has a sister, it's like you just know you're never going to be as close to them as they are with their sister. And there's just like this feel, it's not even that you know that, it's just like this feeling of like, it's like they reserve themselves a bit more, versus I feel like girls with brothers or only brothers, they like just throw themselves. And there's like, I can think of so many of my girlfriends who only have brothers who are so down to be deep friends with someone and like really like throw themselves in there because they don't have that female relationship already at home, stable relationship that they've had their whole life. So like I am so down to be friends with people because I just love it. And I've actually found like girls that have only sisters, I feel a different feeling with them, and like I love them, but like I definitely feel harder to connect with them. Oh, it's harder to connect with them, and I think it's just because we have different types of vibes to us, and that's okay. But like I do think that's very much a real thing. And it's been a frustration of mine because I've always wished that I've had sisters. Like I just really have always wanted a sister, because I feel like that's just a bond that you just can't get anywhere else, like, you know. But I don't have that. I have brothers, and it's made me the person I am today, where I'm a little bit more of an intense person. I'm a little bit more, I'm not going to say stand up for myself, because like I don't always do that, but like a little bit more passionate about things. I feel like, but obviously girls with sisters can be like that. I'm not saying you can't, guys, it's very subjective, but I have just found that experience. And I'm not saying if you have sisters only sisters that you're a bad friend or anything. No way. I'm just saying I found it harder to connect, and you might even find it harder to connect with girls with just brothers, because I saw people saying the opposite thing. Girls with just sisters said on TikTok, when girls have just brothers, I find it hard to get, they don't have as much loyalty, that like they've said stuff like that. And I don't know if that's true, but like that's just what they've said. So I think it's a common thing seen on the other side. I think it's just made me this kind of more boyish person, and it's also made me this person who respects different values, which, and this is where I say I don't know if this is an internalized misogyny thing I have, but like I just have this like big respect for like being tough. Not that I am tough and I've ever got into a fight, but like I just want to be seen as not even like, not that it's like equal to men, but like in a friendship with a male, I want them to see me as like I am tough. I can't explain it. Like I am as capable of them as they are of anything dangerous, right? Not that, no, that sounds so cringe. I don't want to be seen in a friendship as man that I'm a girl and that I'm any weaker, or that I'm not as smart, or like, because you know how sometimes I feel like men can think like, oh, it's just a girl. Like I don't want them to feel like that about me. Like, and I don't want them to feel like that about any girl, but I want to be respected as a guy. Or like I have traits that like my boyfriend's like, for example, I said to him like, bro, I just want to be at the lights with like my subwoofer blasting, and then like I see someone I know, and he goes, that's such a fucking boy thing to think, like having your subwoofer blasting me freaking hard style, and it's like, I don't know why, that's just what I want. I like guy traits of like being tough, or like I grew up like always wanting to, like this idea of like I wish I was like a guy, like connected, like I just always respected that. I think it's just because of my upbringing and like I've been surrounded by. Because I'm used to people misunderstanding me, I'm just anxious that
someone watching this is going to be like, that sounds pick me because I'm saying I like boy things. But as I say later in the video, I feel like these terminologies have been created to just put women down, and I think it's so stupid. So me saying that I like these boyish things, I'm not trying to be picked. I'm just saying that's what I actually like. I'm scared that it's going to come across as like, I like baseball and pizza, but like I'm not like being like that. I'm just telling you guys what I like, and just, yeah, keep watching the video. But I feel like, you know, there is possibility of someone to like kind of stop there and be like, oh, pick me, I don't know, and not finish it. But I feel like if you watch the whole video, you will get what I'm saying. But yeah, just letting you guys know, because as I said at the start, I feel like I always get misunderstood, so I get really worried.
But like, that's the stuff that I like, and I feel like that sometimes makes me not feel like I'm a proper girl, because I feel like girls are just so, like, I know girls can be like that, but I'm very masculine, I feel like, and not in like a mask kind girl way, but like masculine, like boisterous. I feel like boisterous is the word, like, I don't know, and like, oh fuck, I need something to put glitter on my eyes, and like, I don't know, like, it's made me sometimes feel like I'm not proper girl. I don't know if this started from when I was young either. So anyways, that's kind of like my back thing, where I feel like I get misunderstood because I have more of a boisterous personality. I want to not like being boisterous, and I don't do things like, oh fuck, I play footy, but like in my head it's like, so like if a girl can like box, or if a girl can play soccer, like it's just like, you know, typically boy things, like typically, like in my head I'm like, that makes me feel like if I could do that I would be more respectable. Like I've always wanted to be a tomboy. Like I always thought tomboys were the coolest thing growing up, because like I just wanted to be like that. But you know what, it makes so much sense. Grew up with all brothers, obviously that's what I believe probably what it would have gotten respect from my dad or something, or from someone, like from my brothers, something like that. So maybe that's why my brain thinks that way. Anyways, but then on the flip side of that, I've always felt like I'm not female enough. And like when I was young, I always wanted, like, I used to watch like old Jerry Lewis movies, and the way the girls' bodies were in those movies, they all had like tiny waists, round bums, and like boobs up, and I always just thought that's what I'm gonna look like when I'm older. I loved that look of the body. So when I got older and I didn't have this like crazy hourglass figure, and I didn't get big boobs, like I think it kind of like fucked with my idea of like whether or not I'm girl enough, because sometimes in my head I think like, if I got a boob job, or if I got skinnier or something, like would I feel more like those girls? Would I feel more of like I'm a girl? Because sometimes I feel like with my body I'm like, this is not a girl's body, this is an alien's body. Sometimes I feel like that. Like I'm not saying you should think that or whatever, I'm just like voicing myself right now, so please don't think that of yourself. But like sometimes I feel like my body is not girly enough. And then on the flip side of that, when I was getting older and starting to like, I think that even has to do with the fact that I was really uncomfortable dressing girly for so long. I hated the idea of dresses and skirts. Like when I was a teenager, I'm like, oh, that's fucking gross, why the fuck would I wear that? I could never, like, ill, and I was just so boyish. And it was like, I think it could have even been to the bin because of the fact that I just wanted to cover my body, because maybe I felt like it wasn't like feminine enough. And that's like my point, like what the fuck is a feminine body? Like it doesn't matter if you don't have big tits, bro, you can still have a feminine body. Like shut the fuck up. Like, and that's like, as I've gotten older, I've been so much more comfortable with like getting in touch with girly things, wearing pink all the time and dresses and skirts, and like even if my body like maybe doesn't fit the certain criteria of one outfit, like I'll still wear it because it's like, no, I'm a girl and I can wear this. Like I'm not saying if you're not a girl you can't wear that fucking, you know, I'm not taking all that bullshit, you guys know, just take it as literal, like take it as, you know what I'm trying to be. Like I'm not trying to make anyone feel left out, you know what I'm trying to say, okay? But yeah, like I think that's one thing that I've gotten over in the years as I've gotten older, being more comfortable dressing like a girl and stuff like that, and being comfortable with, you know what, I'm a woman, and you know what, I can wear a fucking push-up bra and I'll feel like more of a baddie girl that day, like whatever, it's fucking fine. Anyway, I feel like I'm gonna mess up my makeup because I'm so busy yapping. But yeah, that's like a whole thing that I experienced, like I just hated. And then like also for me, like I didn't feel like getting older and having like, I guess, guys be attracted to me, and like when you get older and they're like compliment to your body, whatever. I think that was something that, but maybe that kind of made me feel like more of a girl's, because I remember I went through a phase where like I really just wanted guys to like find me hot and like think that I looked good and whatever the fuck, you know, like as you do as a teenager. And you still do that in your life, you still want guys to find you attractive, obviously, like, but that's not like at the forefront of my mind or anything like that. More so I want girls to think that I look good, you know, because then I also feel like then girls accept me more and stuff, and I don't know, the whole thing. That could have been another thing that I did, like guys starting to find me attractive and stuff could have helped my perception of like being a girl. But like also now I'm just like, being a girl is the most beautiful thing why would I not want to embrace it by doing other? I think it was also a bit of internalized misogyny of like not wanting to wear dresses and flowy things, because it's just like, nah, that's not cool, like I want to be a boy. Like I think there is definitely a bit of like internalized misogyny vibes there, but also it's just a young person discovering themselves and things. So like I don't even want to say that I had internalized misogyny when I was 16, 17. I think I was just a young person discovering what I liked and what I didn't like, I guess. Anyway, yeah, like in recent years, obviously I'm a lot more comfortable with like being girly and stuff like that, or being girly, you know what I mean, like, because I'm just like, no, like it's beautiful being feminine, and there's no certain body type that fits being feminine. That's what I've obviously learned over the years as well. Like when I was 16 it was a different story, I didn't understand, but like there's no like, bitch, I am a girl. Like you don't have to feel like a fucking alien. Sometimes when I have like no makeup and stuff, I do feel like I'm an alien as well, and I don't like that. Anyway, but yeah, so, and then I was like, so now more of my struggle now with the whole femininity girly thing is like personality and like the way you kind of carry yourself in the world. I think that's more what I deal with now, because I have been told I am very boyish and like I'm very intense and like different to what you see on social media. Although you might see like I have attitude, like if you watch my dad's video, I obviously have attitude, and like I'm not some sweet little angel. Like I feel like if you watch my videos, you know, like I talk the way I talk about things. I feel like I have only good intentions personally. Like I feel like I want the best for everyone, but the way I articulate myself, and like I'm very passionate and like nah, that's just like how I am. And it's also like because I am the only girl as well, it's kind of been what I've been raised to be allowed to do. Like I've been raised to be allowed to be bratty, and like, not that I'm like some mega brat, but I've been raised to like be like that and have my voice heard, and no, don't do this and don't do that, like because like I am like the only girl, so it's like you do take on that princess role as well. So there's like, I don't know, like there's like other girls I know that like they just give me this feminine energy of like peace and like, yeah, just do it, go for it, go for your life, and like they just seem so soft and like gentle, and I'm just not. I'm not a soft girl like that, and I feel like that's something that I'm struggling with. Like I want to be more like that, but it's also like, do I want to change myself? But it's also like, am I supposed to be like that? But I'm just dealing with things that are making me be more masculine, like making me be more defensive. Like, do you know what I mean? You know how people say like that you could be out of touch with your feminine, like whatever, because you're in your masculine energy because XYZ. Like I wonder if that's what's going on for me, because obviously as I've gotten older, I've gotten more interested just saying like being more feminine and stuff like that. I wonder if like the older I get, the more feminine I'm gonna be. But then again, when I look at female figures that like I've kind of like always like respected, like certain people's mums and stuff that are very like loud, outgoing, funny, ha ha ha, raspy voice. Like think about that one fucking lady that everyone loves, that actress lady with Jeanette or something, like Jennifer, I don't know. That's the type of lady that I just have always been like, wow, to like personality, like their personality wise, or like just like curly hair, extra loud, funny, says whatever the fuck they want. Like that's also the type of woman that I've always just, not that I don't respect other women, but I've always just like been, wow, like I love your personality and I love how you are. So then it's like, maybe I just am like that. Maybe I just want to be like that deep down, but I'm trying to fit like what society tells me I should be like as well. Like, oh, you need to be more like this or like that. Guys, I feel like this video is just me having a battle with myself and my thoughts. I feel like I wrote down some other things I want to say though. Let me just check. Oh yeah, start with body image, didn't feel comfortable dressing yet, said that loud, not going, tough, looks girly. Yeah, that's a thing as well, where I feel like I have this like loud and tough and swearing and fucking but then I look really girly with the way I dress. So I feel like also could be miscommunicated to people like how I am, because maybe if I dressed more masculine vibes and acted like that, then it would be like, oh yeah, whatever. But like because I dress girly and then I'm like, fucking like, is that an issue? Like I wonder. Love all girly things, had my whole life. Yes, I've always loved girly things. Like I wanted to have a pink party in grade 2 when pink was the cool, and one of my friends were like, who would even, it was grade 1, sorry, who would even have a pink party? Pink is such a stupid color. Like it's, you know, when everyone didn't want to have the color pink as their favorite color, like, and I had a pink party and like my friends, yeah. I told them very masculine. I have a desire to be respected by men as a guy or something. Yes, that's what I was saying. Like I want them to respect me as if I'm a guy as well, not as if I'm a girl, because I know that they respect girls in a different way when they are respectful. But I want to be respected like a guy. I don't know how to explain that. Take with that what you will. I don't really desire to be stuff like I wish I did desire. Yes, as I was saying, I wish it was something that I actually wanted to do, but like I'm so like, I just fucking want to be like macho, I do boxing, like I don't know what, and I don't even do boxing. It's just so weird. Oh my god, my brain is making me angry. Anyway, Now I'm going to talk about a female figure that has helped me feel more comfortable being like this. While I am going through a struggle of trying to figure out who I am in terms of that and what I like and what I don't like, and if I'm listening to other people and how I should be, I also feel is a female figure that helped me to love the way I am a little bit more, and that is none other than Jetty Barley, or JWoww. JWoww, this is how I picked it up, because I fucking was obsessed with JWoww the whole of Jersey Shore, right? And then someone put in an edit of her, and then someone in the comments on TikTok was like, I love how she has a balance of masculine and feminine energy. It reminds me of myself or some shit. And I was, that is so fucking true, because not only is JWoww in one hand hot girl, boobs, glamorous outfits, makeup, hair extensions, hot beer. The other hand, she has this like masculine vibe where she says what she wants to say. She fucking punches Mike in the face, even though, like, look, I'm not saying you should hit a guy, but you know what I mean? Like, she took this, like, get the fuck out of my face. She rolls her pants down. She got the ab lines. She got the like she has this also masculineness to her that I just fucking love, and that's what I've always felt like I wanted to be. Like I feel like I'm this glamour, but I also have this like respect me as like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not trying to sound internally misogynistic, because I respect women as all of their different types, but like for me, like I think it's because I also just feel a little bit more masculine. It's like respect me as being kind of masculine as well, like where I feel like, I don't know, like you guys want her and girls like want to be around her, but like she also exudes this masculine energy that I feel like causes her to get respect as well. And I'm not saying that, okay guys, I feel like I'm tiptoeing around things because I'm fucking sick of it. Okay, I'm not being sexist or misogynistic, whatever the fuck. Being completely feminine is fine as well. Okay, I'm just like, I hate that I have to tiptoe around my own things. She exudes this masculine energy that also causes her to get respect in that kind of way, or especially respect from people where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking mess with this chick, you know? And I think I also have that desire from like a defense mechanism as well, of like being scared of girls. Like, I don't want girls to think that they can fuck with me. Like, that's just like, I think it's a defense mechanism. I was bullied a little bit when I was younger, and I've had my deal with girls being mean to me, specifically older girls. I don't know why I've had like so many older girls have an issue like with me, and like I think I have this like thing where it's like I feel like they're not scared of me, like they have no fear of me, and that bothers me because I don't want you to think you can fuck with me. Do you know what I mean? And so I think I like have this desire to have like that kind of energy of like that masculine energy, so that they like don't think that they can fuck with me. That's why I get so worked up as well, like on social media, when people like have a go at me, because I'm just like, I feel like in real life you wouldn't say that shit to me, but like online, the way my energy is online, I feel like I do still give that feminine, like Hello Kitty, this and that, Y2K. People think they can say shit, versus I feel like there are other girls that like give that more tough energy that people would think twice about saying some bullshit to, or think twice about having a go at, because they're scared of them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like enough, like sometimes I feel like, oh my god, like I don't give the energy of people to be scared of me. Not that I want people to be scared of me, but like sometimes I'm like, fuck, should I be more like that so people like leave me the fuck alone? Do you know what I mean? Like when there's random people who decide to have a go at me, because I'm thinking like sometimes like people in my DM have been like smart asses to me, and I'm just like, do I give that vibe that you can say whatever the fuck you want to me? Because I don't want to give that vibe as in a rude way. You can say whatever you want to me in a nice way, or ask me about anything, but do I give you that vibe that you think you can say whatever the fuck you want to me? Because I don't think anyone should say whatever the fuck they want to anyone in a rude way. Like, no, I don't agree with that. But if I'm giving that vibe, like that doesn't fit this tough, you know, respect, don't fucking do it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Kindness. So like the fact that like someone can be smart to me in the DM and not be scared, I'm like, bitch, you shouldn't fucking say that shit to me. But I don't give that vibe of someone to be scared of. So that's like another thing. I'm like, I'm wondering if it's a defense mechanism, because I've always been like scared of girls, and like scared of, I guess, rejection from other girls. And like I really care about my girlfriends and want to be close to them, and I'm that type of person that'll just say all my deepest, darkest secrets within meeting one person to try and be friends with them, because I just want to be friends. But then I've also found I can tell when it's not going to work. Like when someone's like, sometimes I can tell with some girls, like if they just have a certain vibe, like I know it's not going to work. But yeah, so as I've been saying this whole time, I'm trying to be careful about, I'm not putting down any other girl who acts a certain way or has a different things that they like to me. I love all girls, and I want girls to do the best. And I've always, I don't know, I just, as much as I have a soft spot for men, because I always have, I obviously have a soft spot for women, and I just want them and girls to just be their best. That's why I feel like, oh, there's just so much I wish I could tell to my younger self, like, and there's so much I wish I could, I feel like I would be such a good big sister to a younger sister, because I feel like there's so much advice I could give on just the way things are, and like the whole subject of, oh yeah, someone asked me to talk about being a girl's girl and stuff. So I've said in one of my videos before, I don't want to be considered a girl's girl. I want to be considered a good human that does good by other humans. I feel like, and I'm not saying that like, you know, but pick me, but like, I'm just like, what even the fuck is a girl's girl? Because people can have I feel like when it comes to like terminology we use to describe girls, it quickly goes from being a good thing to being used to just attack and bring down other girls. Oh, this girl isn't a girl's girl because she said this. Oh, this girl's a fucking pick me. Like, I feel like it just gets used to bring women down, and I don't like that. So I wouldn't even say girl's girl. Obviously I feel like I am a girl's girl if you're going to use the proper definition, but I feel like just be a fucking good person. That's all you need to be in this life. Be a good person. Don't bring other girls down. Don't hate other girls. I've said this on my other videos. If you feel like you're hating on another girl for no reason, you need to work on yourself. There's something about yourself you're not happy with, 100%. And I know that because I've been there before. And obviously, like when I was thinking when I was younger, oh, liking girly things is so cringe or whatever. Or like seeing other girls dress girly, I'd be like, why the fuck are they? Like in my head, I'd be like, how are they even wearing that? Like, that's so ugly. It was probably because internally I didn't feel comfortable being like another girl, you know what I mean? And just because you don't agree with someone's opinion, it's not a bad thing. Like, I could say the color pink is the best color, and that's my opinion, and you could say the color blue is the best color. Does that mean we should kill each other? Like, no. It just means we have different, I keep looking at myself, sorry. It just means we have different opinions. And so if a girl says, oh, you know, I see this all the time. If a girl says, I don't really like my boyfriend being friends with other girls, oh my god, you're so fucking insecure. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Da, da, da. Girl, she just doesn't fucking like it. Like, let her leave. Like, when I'm on like these like Facebook advice pages, and sometimes the shit that I see of like the way girls treat other girls just because they share a different opinion. Like, this one girl did a thing and she was like, all right, my boyfriend lives with 2 girls and they walk around the house in bras and pajama pants. Am I allowed to feel uncomfortable about this? And all these girls were saying like, it's their own house. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're insecure as fuck. Work on yourself. If you don't trust your boyfriend, why are you with him? You're so insecure. What do you want them to do? They were just like going at her, and I was like, girl, I think a lot of girls not feel comfortable with that, but I said, you know what, maybe he shouldn't be living in a house with 2 girls. That's like my first thing. Like, if they're wearing sports bras and PJs, whatever, I don't really care, but I wouldn't want my boyfriend living in a house with 2 girls. Like, girl, what? Like, but everyone was attacking this girl like for the way she thinks, just because maybe she does have an insecurity. You don't have to say you're fucking insecure. No, her insecurity is actually valid. Who would want, let's say, who would want their boyfriend in a house with girls walking around with their boobs, only their boobs? She said bra. They could have worn a Victoria's Secret bras for, you know, walking around. Okay, so many girls wouldn't be comfortable with that, but of course you have all the girls that don't give a fuck, that they're okay with that, whatever. That's fine. Having to have a go with it's like, girl, what? Maybe say, oh, look, for me, I wouldn't really care, but if it makes you uncomfortable, maybe talk to him about it. Why don't you say that? Why don't you be fucking nice? Why don't you be nice? Like, people are allowed to have different opinions to you, and you can say, yeah, well, I actually think this. But like, the way they were talking to her, I was just feeling so bad for her, because I've been in a position before when I felt insecure about things, and I have lucky enough to have female friends that validated me and be like, no, I understand why you would. I felt insecure about the dumbest things. When I look back now, I'm like, that's dumb. But I've had friends who validated me and also gave me a different perspective when needed. And that's what you need to be as a girl. You don't need to be, don't fucking think I'm so funny. Oh god, it makes me so angry. Of course I'm getting into Annalise's rage mode. Annalise, calm down. We're not here to Annalise rage. Okay? Anyway, I think I'm gonna just put mascara and then later I'll put lashes on. Okay, so not me getting mascara all over that, that's fine. Oh my god, my stomach making sound. So then obviously the video is saying, what does it mean to be feminine? Well, my answer is, I don't know. I actually don't know what it means to be feminine. That's why I just wanted to talk about it today. I just wanted to talk about my experience, and if you guys have any similar experiences, let me know. I think just like overall, I still get this weird feeling of like not feeling like I'm a proper girl. And I think all these different things will help me to feel that way, but it's honestly just gonna, I'm probably just in my 20s and figuring life out. Like, everyone always says you're figuring life out in 20s. That's probably what's happening, and I have to just be okay with it. And I've developed so much, like, you know, I used to be so uncomfortable wearing feminine things because I didn't want to show my body and I felt weird. Now I'm like, no, it's fine. Girls' bodies come in all different shapes and sizes. You're still a girl. Like, you're fine. I think that was such a big part for me, like the body part, because I even still think to this day, like, if I change certain aspects of my body, and I'm not saying I want to, but if I did, I would feel more like a girl and people would see me more as a girl. I also think things like my nose made me feel less girly, but I've learned it's actually feminine. It's such a Greek feminine feature. It's made people be able to tell that I'm Greek or Croatian, which I love. I love when people are able to recognize the culture that I come from. And at the start I used to not like it because it didn't feel like a girl. Like, I feel like cute girl butted nose, like whatever. Girl, no, it's still feminine to have a nose like this. There's so many things when you're a girl, there's so many things that make you feminine that you don't even realize because you're so wrapped up on this idea society has given you. You need to have big boobs, big butt, tiny waist, you need to be hourglass, you need to be short and petite. That's another fucking thing. Oh my god, that's another thing. The fact that I'm not short and I'm tall. Well, I'm 5'6", I'm not that tall, but I think because I'm not as small as other girls, so when I'm next to girls that are small, I feel so much more masculine than them because I'm bigger. And that's a whole other thing that society's taught us, that we can't be tall, that it's fucking weird if a girl's tall. Also, a femininity in being tall. Amazonians, hello, Wonder Woman, tall, strong females, like it's a fucking thing. Like, there's so much that society's tried to tell us about ourselves that isn't feminine enough. Bitch, I'm a fucking girl, what do you mean? The fact that I am a girl is enough. Like, it's enough. And I need to understand that it's enough. Like, I'm a girl. I don't need to have a certain type of body. I don't need to be a certain height. I don't need to have a tiny nose. I don't need to fucking... You don't need to have long hair. You don't need to have all like, big boobs. You don't need to have any of these features that people say is to be a girl, Like, you can just be. Do you know what I mean? Me, I'm going crazy right now. But it's just something I just like feel about. So that's the whole body thing. That's what I feel like I have learned to kind of deal with more, because I think for me body was like a big issue. Now I'm working more on the personality, kind of the mental emotional side of things. Like, why do I want to be so tough, and why do I want to be like a fucking boy? Like, why do I want that? Why do I respect that so much and want to be that? Well, I respect that because of my upbringing, but why would I as the girl want to be that? Maybe because I didn't have a lot of like, even my mum is like, she doesn't have sisters either. She's still feminine energy, but like even she's a bit more like snappy and whatever, where I feel like I don't have that like delicate fit. Like, I know some girls that just give me like delicate girl vibes. Like, they're just like the way they talk and the things that they like, they just give delicate energy, and I just feel like I'm just not that. And I think that's something that I'm gonna have to deal with and learn to overcome. And like, it's okay to not be like that, but I have to just feel comfortable saying like, no, this is how I am. This is the type of person I am, and like, you know, whatever. It's fine. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I will read them. I sometimes with YouTube, I don't know why, responding to comments sometimes they make it like it's such a fucking thing. So if I just love react or send back emojis, I've read it, and if you ask for advice, or I'll send back an opinion if I have one on it. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, because I just want to know if other girls find it. Like, seeing that post about that girl saying feeling like an alien, trying to be a girl, like, or whatever she felt. I was like, I've never felt so seen in my life, because I've always felt like that, you know. Oh, I haven't even talked about how much I love women in general in this, and girls in general, like in this, but just know that I do this. I just respect females. Like, I don't like to use words females, but like I'm categorizing girls and women together. But I just love so much what it means to be a girl, and I feel like we have traits that come naturally with us that I just think are so beautiful. That more nurturing side, that ability to have, like, I love that quote in the Bible, the ability to think emotionally and logically at the same time. I just think that is a trait that women have that I think not a lot of men, I don't think a lot of men have that ability. Like, they can be emotional and they can be logical. It's fine. Like, you know how they say like, oh, women are too emotional? Bro, it's a fucking good thing to have emotions. Sorry, I'm going crazy right now. They say, oh women, no, I'm gonna say, if I can say this, because I've had this said to me before. You're too emotional as a woman to like understand my opinion on this, bitch. And a lot of men hold that. I'm not saying all do, but a lot of men think like that. Motherfucker, who are all the murderers and rapists and fucked up people in this world? Who are they mostly? Men. Exactly. Maybe men would do with being able to be in touch with their fucking emotions like how women are. Sorry, I'm ranting as fuck. The way I believe about things is like, men and women are equal in value because we are all human and we are equal and human, but we also do have different things that make us separate, and we have things that are different, like, what's the word I was going to use, like different, not purposes, but like different values or whatever that are just innate within us. I do believe that. Not everyone, obviously there are going to be some girls and guys who are like raised differently, but like I feel like women do have this ability where we can be emotional and logical at the same time. We have this ability where we just are nurturing, like that's just we have that in us, and I think that's so beautiful. So I do think that men and women are equal, but I also think that we have different things, like we're not the same, you know what I mean? I do think they're equal, like obviously I think that. But anyway, the reason I'm just like, I don't know why I brought that up, but anyway, that's basically yeah, I didn't mean to go crazy rant. See, but see how I act like that? I think that's also an ADHD thing as well, personally. But see how I act like that? Like, I feel like people will take that the wrong way. And think, obnoxious. That was the word someone used to be. Obnoxious. Being obnoxious is like being self-centered. Bro, this whole time I'm fucking talking about how I feel like every other girl is more of a girl than me and better than me. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think that's obnoxious. I think that's just passionate. I just get passionate. And I'm here for the being passionate, you know? I love passion. I also think as well that's a big reason why, like, okay, so a lot of people say to me, oh, do you have ADHD and stuff? And I have been advised by counselor, doctor, psychologist like that I have ADHD traits and I might have ADHD in every kind of online test I've done. Well, I do online tests for OCD as well. But I have so many ADHD traits, but I'm not saying I have it, but we do have a history. We do have neurodivergency in my family. So it's very like I know that they can run in families, so I know it's very likely. I know I have multiple family members with neurodivergent stuff. I feel like I also did it never got picked up on because I was a girl and showed it in different ways. Like I would always hold, I had given myself UTIs as a kid from holding my pee in for so long because I just didn't want to go to the toilet, and I still do that to this day. I'm actually low-key sore right now because I was holding it all morning. Anyways, and I feel like there are things that people don't pick up on because it's girls and it's different. And like I know a lot of the stuff about like disorders and whatever, it's all just see them like how a man, like an autistic woman is so different to an autistic man. Like they, like obviously all autistic people are different, but there are different ways that it shows up in them that like people maybe don't notice because they think, oh, she's just maybe a more quiet girl or whatever. But actually, or maybe she's just like she doesn't shut the fuck up talking, she's naughty. But if a boy runs around the classroom and like jumps on things and basically, oh, he's got ADHD. But like for a girl, it's like, oh no, she just doesn't stop talking. Like maybe there's a fucking reason why my whole entire life, every single day up until literally year 12, like every single day I'd get in trouble for talking. I'm not even joking. Until year 12, like I was that fucking annoying bitch in year 12 that didn't shut the fuck up. Like as an 18-year-old, how can you not just stop talking in class and do your work? I don't know. Anyway, you know, and because I remember when I was like speaking to my therapist and I was telling her all like how I was in school, the things I'd get in trouble for, she was like, I'm so surprised the teacher never picked up on any of this. All my reports say distracts others. Like, you know, but obviously like my psychologist was like, I'm surprised no one picked up on this for you. And I was like, because as a girl, just people just don't, they just fucking let you be. They just think you're a certain type. Why am I ranting like this? Sorry guys, this has been like the biggest rant. I feel like I've been really annoying by ranting this much, but yes, so I'm gonna come back when my hair and makeup is done to show you the final look. Why do I look like Michael Jackson right now? What the fuck? Anyway, I hope I didn't offend anyone with this rant, like, because I'm not trying to do that, but I've had to also accept, if I'm gonna be on the internet, then I have to expect that some people are not gonna always be happy with what I have to say. I don't think anything was offensive, this is just my experience. So obviously, what is it to be feminine? I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is. I'm still figuring that out. Like, is it about being dressing girly? Not really, because you can still be feminine and dress boyish. Like, I fucking don't know. It's not about the way you dress. It's not about the way you look. It's not even about how you feel, because there's obviously different ways of being like feminine and feeling different. It could also be considered feminine to be feel really strongly, be passionate and loud and boisterous. To say that could be a feminine trait, because we know as girls we love having a bit of attitude and a bit of sass. That could be a feminine thing. But also maybe being quiet and a more of a introverted and delicate, that could also be considered to be feminine, because I feel like traditionally that's what people say feminine is. There's just so many definitions of it and so many ways that can be, that I just feel like, is it even a fucking thing? Like, I know it's a thing. You don't have to be if you don't want to be it, but like I think that I am feminine. I just have a different way of being. I can be feminine just because I like boyish things. I want to be tough, I want to be this, I want to be like, that's the stuff that I've just always loved. It doesn't mean that I'm not feminine. That could have feminine bits to it, and also I could just have masculine things I like the way JWoww is such a balance of masculine and feminine, and it just works and it's okay and no one thinks she's weird. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, what a fucking rant. It's not even focused, you dumb fucking bitch. Anyway, let me know if you guys feel any similar to that. Let's do my lips though, so that like I can just have the face done. I feel like I'm leaving you guys hanging without doing the lips. Like, girl, what the fuck? No, this is cute. Oh, and like for the longest time I didn't feel comfortable wearing lipstick because I felt like it made me look too much like a woman. There could be a whole other thing about going from girlhood to womanhood. Oh guys, I'll say take a video on that. Next topic, girlhood to womanhood, because yeah, there's a lot of things where I struggled with the transition, with like the weight gain that you get when you're going into womanhood, or like I don't know, like liking things like jewelry or fucking lipstick when I didn't even want to wear that before because I felt like it made me look too much like an older woman. But now I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with looking like an older woman, you dumb bitch? Like looking like a woman, like who gives a fuck? Look like a little girl your whole life, like no. You guys let me know what you think of this rant and what your opinions are. Once again, I can't tell if I like this lipstick. Once again, I feel like the fact that I even have to say that is crazy, but like it's like my rants are that out of pocket sometimes that I have to just apologize at the end. But I hope I didn't say anything that offends anyone because I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be inclusive of everybody, but I'm just talking about my experience and things like that with just being a girl and growing up and my experience with femininity and whatever. So yeah, I don't think I said anything that bad. Sometimes I feel like I accidentally say something that I don't mean. As I said at the start, I feel like I get misunderstood because I'm really never trying to upset anyone or put down anyone, and I'm not trying to exclude anyone from this conversation either. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's about femininity and being a girl and whatever, and I'm not trying to exclude anyone. Just take from this the pieces that you want to, and if you don't agree with some things, that's fine. Obviously disagree out of respect as well. As I said, like we can hold different opinions, it's okay. Okay guys, I will show you the final look at the end just because, but yeah, that's all. Bye. Okay guys, this is the complete look with the dress on. I am feeling very much like a girl. This is also another reason why I love like hair, makeup and fashion, because I do feel so like girly afterwards. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Mwah.